Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a night unlike any other. Tonight, from a packed Madison Square Garden, we open the doors of history and imagination. Two names carved into the very bedrock of boxing's golden legacy. Two champions, separated by time, but united by greatness. This is the fight that never was. Joe Louis versus Muhammad Ali. The Garden is electric tonight, every seat filled, every eye fixed on the squared circle, where two legends are about to clash across generations. Outside, the streets of New York pulse with anticipation. Inside, the very walls seem to hum with the echoes of past champions. The year, it's a dream, undefined. A moment plucked from time itself. Tonight, history bends. First, the man called the Brown Bomber. Born in 1914 in Lafayette, Alabama, Joe Louis Barrow rose from humble beginnings to become not just a champion, but a symbol. A national hero in a time of economic depression and global turmoil, Louis fought with a style as relentless as a freight train. Sharp, measured jabs, devastating right crosses, an economy of movement, nothing wasted, nothing given. Louis defended his heavyweight title 25 times, it was still a record, and stood as a beacon of hope and dignity for millions. He was quiet, reserved, deadly in the ring. Outside it, a unifying figure who crossed racial lines during America's most divided years. A man whose fists spoke for him, and who let history write the rest. And across the ring, the man who would later call himself simply the greatest. Born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. in 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky, Ali floated into the public eye like a butterfly and stung it like a bee. A heavyweight who moved like a welterweight, Ali brought poetry to pugilism. Fast hands, faster mouth, a ring general who could weave, dance, and taunt opponents into helplessness before striking with surgical precision. Olympic gold at 18, heavyweight champion at 22. Ali was not just a fighter, he was a force of culture, politics, and change. A conscience in gloves, a man who risked his career and his freedom for what he believed in. If Louis fought for a country, Ali fought with, and sometimes against, it. But both carried the weight of history with them into the ring. At 6 foot 2 inches and 215 pounds, Ali brings reach, speed, and rhythm. At 6 foot 2 inches and 200 pounds, Louis brings compact power, precision, and pressure. Ali, the artist. Louis, the executioner. Two different styles, two different eras, both with one goal, dominance. Tonight's special presentation is proudly brought to you by Retro Splendor. Vintage and retro style t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Celebrate the past. Wear the legend. Visit retrosplendor.com and step into history. The fighters are in their dressing rooms. Gloves laced, robes draped, nerves steeled. The crowd rises as the house lights dim. The time has come. Now, let's go ringside for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madison Square Garden, New York City. Tonight, in the greatest arena in the world, we bring you a fantasy match for the ages. 12 rounds of heavyweight boxing, two legends, one ring. Sanctioned by the dreamers, commissioned by the imagination. Brought to life by the hearts of fight fans everywhere. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the maroon trunks with white trim, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 200 pounds. The pride of Detroit, Michigan. The man who reigned as world heavyweight champion longer than any in history. The destroyer of champions, the hammer of a generation. The immortal Brown Bomber. Joe Louis white trunks with red stripes, and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, tipping the scales at 215 pounds. The pride of Louisville, Kentucky. The 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. The poet, the prophet, the puncher. The man they call the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali. Your referee for this contest, the timekeeper at the bell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Gentlemen, obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands, return to your corners, and come out fighting at the bell. And there's the bell for round 1. Muhammad Ali, light on his feet, dancing early. Gloves low, chin tucked, flashing that dazzling jab. Joe Louis, patient, calculating, those heavy hands held high, stalking forward like a man with a job to do. Ali snaps a jab. Another. Stinging shots quick as a hiccup. But Louis absorbs them, barely a blink, marching forward. Louis cutting off the ring now, that famous Detroit footwork on full display. Not chasing, just corralling. Ali circles left, circles right. A blur of white trunks and fast twitch muscle. Sharp right hand from Ali. A scoring shot, nothing too heavy. Louis answers back, digging a jab to the body, looking to slow the Louisville lip. The crowd is already buzzing, folks. You can feel the electricity in the air. Oh, Ali with a slick 1-2. Jab, right cross, finds the mark. Louis shakes it off, no trouble. And now Louis steps inside. Thud, a hard left hook to the ribs. A reminder, folks, when Joe Louis hits you, you stay hit. Already you see the chess match at play. Ali trying to paint on the outside, Louis trying to walk him into a telephone booth. Speed versus power. Flash versus furnace. And neither man blinking an inch. And there's the bell. Round 1 is in the books. A cautious round, but electric, as two all-time greats feel each other out. Stick with us, folks. And there's the bell for round 2. Yeah, Ali quick out of his corners, light as ever. Circling, bouncing, gloves flashing in rhythmic patterns. Joe Louis still stalking, cutting the ring like a seasoned hunter. That left hand cocked like a bear trap. Ali talking now, jawing at Louis, that trademark grin wide across his face. You too slow, Brown Bomber, you can almost hear him say. But Louis isn't biting. Cool, quiet, deadly as a loaded gun. Ali steps in, pop, pop. A fast double jab to the forehead. Louis with a short right to the ribs in response. Heavy leather, folks. Heavy. The kind of shot you feel in your bones 3 days later. Your big left hook from Louis glances off Ali's gloves. Ali laughs, dances away. But you can tell the power of Joe Louis is nothing to joke about, even for the greatest. Ali flicks another jab, another. But Louis timing it now, slipping, closing that distance inch by inch. You get the sense Louis is starting to figure out the rhythm. Starting to slow the music just a bit. Ali still loose, still fast, but he's got to respect that jab to the body, that heavy thud of Louis's hooks. Final 10 seconds of the round. Ali pivots, tries a quick 1-2 combo, glances off the gloves. Louis presses forward, big overhand, right just misses at the bell. And there's the bell. Round 2 is in the books. Ali with the flash, Louis with the fire. And folks, the temperature in this arena just went up another 20 degrees. And there's the bell for round 3. And look at Ali. More measured now, more focused. Gloves high, footwork sharp, sharper than a barber's razor. Circling wider, no more standing right in front of the brown bomber. Lewis stalking. Steady. Cutting the ring with that slow, merciless precision. Ali flicking jabs, peppering shots. But Lewis is walking through them like a man late for dinner. Lewis jabs to the body again, sinking that left hand into the ribs like a hammer pounding railroad spikes. Ali grimaces just for a flash, just a flicker, but enough for the sharp-eyed crowd to catch. Lewis building now, slowly, methodically, one heavy shot at a time. Ali circles left. Lewis cuts him off. Ali dances right. Lewis edges him toward the corner. This is what the brown bomber did to a generation of heavyweights, folks. Squeeze, pressure, punish. Oh! Short left hook under the elbow. Ali clinches. First real clinch of the fight. Referee steps in to break him. Quick slap on the back. No nonsense tonight. Ali trying to re-establish the jab, trying to get that rhythm back. But Lewis isn't giving him the room anymore. Another digging right to the ribs. Lewis treating that body like a speed bag. And let me tell you, folks, you take the wheels away, you take the car. Ali flashes a quick combo, jab, jab, right, trying to keep Lewis honest, but the brown bomber shrugs it off like rain on an old raincoat. And you can feel it. The tone has changed. This is no longer a game, it's a fight. And there's the bell, ending round 3. If this were a chess game, Joe Louis just flipped the board. Ali still in it, still dangerous. But he's been reminded tonight, legends don't dance forever without paying the toll. This broadcast is brought to you by Retro Splendor. Vintage shirts and hoodies so timeless even your grandfather's grandfather would approve. Retrosplendor.com, where old school never gets old and neither will your style. And there's the bell for round 4. And Ali, quick out, light on his toes, dancing, snapping that jab, painting with punches like a man painting dreams on canvas. Louis stalking, gloves high, pressure slow and steady like a storm building on the horizon. Ali talking now, taunting Louis, grinning, slipping shots with that cocky swagger. Ali drops his hands, leans back from a Lewis jab, shakes his head. The crowd eating it up, laughing, shouting, loving every minute of the show. But Lewis cold as winter steel, not biting, not blinking. Just stalking, waiting, patient, like a rattlesnake coiled in tall grass. Ali steps in, throws a lazy right hand. And Lewis counters. Boom, a thunderous overhand right flush on the chin. Ali's head snaps back. He stumbles half a step. The garden erupts in a white-hot roar. Lewis pouncing. Left hook. Right hand to the body. Ali clinches desperately, hanging on inside. Referee steps in to break him. Ali resets, circles wide, gloves back up, serious now. That swagger long gone. Joe Louis, he's stalking a methodical, hunting history with every slow, grinding step. Final seconds of round 4. Louis stalking. Ali flashing quick jabs, buying time. And there's the bell, ending a round that shook the walls of Madison Square Garden. Ali with the flash, Louis with the thunder. And folks, you can feel it now. This fantasy is no fairy tale. And there's the bell for round 5. And look at Muhammad Ali. Still light, still moving, yes, but now with caution stitched into every step. Gloves up high, jab flickering like a lighthouse in a storm. Ali circling wider, snapping that jab, using angles, never letting the brown bomber find a clean target. Louis stalking still, silent, patient, looking for that one mistake. Ali pops a jab. Another quick two-punch combo, and he's gone. Tag and slip, painting pictures and erasing them before Louis can frame the canvas. Ali's crowding the highlight reel now, peppering Louis, bouncing side to side and giving him looks, giving him motion. But Louis never rattled, never rushing. Those heavy hands still loaded with history. Ali knows it, and he's not going to out-punch Louis. He's got to out-dance, out-think, out-dream him. Another flicking jab from Ali, another jab, pivot, slide. Brilliant footwork from the greatest. Louis cuts the distance, jabs to the body, glances a right hand off Ali's shoulder. Pressure constant, pressure relentless. But Ali's feet buy him inches, and those inches buy him time. And there's the bell, ending round 5. And Muhammad Ali flashes a smile on the way back to his corner. The greatest showing the garden, and Joe Louis, that heart beats even harder after a scare. And there's the bell for round 6. And Joe Louis wastes no time. Coming forward, pressures unrelentless and like a wave swallowing a shoreline. Ali moving, jabbing, but Louis is cutting the ring, closing the exits. Ali tries to dance left. Louis steps across him. Ali tries to pivot right. Louis edges him back toward the ropes. The trap is sprung, folks, and the brown bomber is unloading. Big right to the ribs. Left hook upstairs. Another right to the body. Ali bouncing on the ropes like a man in a storm. Slipping, rolling, sliding, just enough to survive. Hands high, shoulders turning, making Louis miss by inches. Pure heart, pure instinct, pure survival. And now, Ali fires back. Quick right hand. Uppercut inside. Left hook over the top. The garden erupts. Hats flying, people out of their seats. Toe to toe now. Two legends trading leather under the hot garden lights. Ali's hands a blur. Louis's fists like pistons. Neither man giving an inch, neither man backing away. Final seconds of round 6. Lewis rips a hook to the ribs. Lee fires a sharp right hand upstairs. And there's the bell, ending an absolute barn burner of a round. Joe Louis the Hammer, Muhammad Ali the Lightning. 2 eras, 2 champions, meeting in the middle of a storm that may never be seen again. And there's the bell for round 7. And you can see it now, folks. The toll of this battle written on both their bodies. Ali's footwork was still nimble, but not floating quite so easily. Joe Louis still pressing forward, but breathing just a little heavier now. Ali flicks a jab. Louis eats it, fires back with a hook to the ribs. Ali clinches, referee steps in to break him. Both men taking that extra half second to breathe. Louis steps in, jabs to the body again. Another thudding shot under the elbow. Ali winces, backs off, circles away, tries to reset with that jab. But Louis cuts him off again. No wasted motion, no wasted time. The Brown Bomber's pressure unrelenting. Ali digs deep, fires a quick right hand upstairs. Louis not acknowledging the sting, but keeps coming forward. Every shot now carries the weight of 2 eras. Every clinch a prayer, every step a testament to grit. Final seconds of round 7. Ali circles, flicks a jab. Louis jabs to the body, hooks to the head. Then there's the bell. Ending a round heavy with punishment, heavy with pride, heavy with history. Joe Louis, the silent hammer. Muhammad Ali, the iron will. Both men marked, both men magnificent. And round 8 looms, promising nothing but pain and glory. And there's the bell for round 8. And Ali, somehow, someway, finds a second wind. He's bouncing again, flicking that jab fast and sharp. Eyes burning with defiance. Ali steps in. Jab, jab, right cross. A beautiful 3-punch combination. Louis absorbs it, backs up a half step. Ali chasing, snapping punches in bunches. Left hook or right hand, left jab again. Ali's hands a blur of brilliance. The garden is on its feet, roaring with every shot, chanting his name. But Louis, a cold, calm, unblinking, waits for his moment. Ali steps in with a lunging right dash, and Louis counters. The brutal short right hook explodes on Ali's chin. Ali staggers, knees dip, eyes wide with shock. Louis steps in, left hook to the body, right uppercut inside, another hook to the ribs. Ali clinches, desperately holding on, tying Louis up in survival. The crowd gasps and a collective roar of fear and awe. Ali blinks hard, resets his guard, shaking his head, refusing to yield. Final seconds of round 8. Ali jabs weakly. Louis cuts the distance. Rips a short right to the ribs as the bell rings. And there's the bell, ending a round that was pure poetry from Ali, answered by cold, brutal prose from Joe Louis. A quick break in the action, folks, brought to you by Retro Splendor, because if you're going to get knocked down, you might as well look good doing it. Retrosplendor.com, stylish enough for Ali, tough enough for Lewis. And there's the bell for round 9. Lee comes out, gloves high, chin tucked. But those legs, folks, they're heavy now. Every step looks like it carries the weight of a lifetime. Joe Louis, no mercy, no pity. The steps in, jabs to the body, rips a hook to the ribs. Ali winces, clinches, trying to buy time, trying to buy breath. Referee breaks them. Louis back on him instantly, pressing forward like a tide that never recedes. Ali flicks a jab. Louis ducks under. Boom. A short right uppercut splits the guard. Ali's knees dip. Crowd gasps. But he stays up. Somehow, some way. Ali clinches again, breathing heavy, arms draped over Louis's shoulders, eyes glassy, but that iron will still shining through. Referee breaks them once more. Ali steps back, gloves up, blinking away the fog. Louis steps in again, jab to the body, hook upstairs, another hook to the ribs. Ali backs to the rope, covering up, absorbing, deflecting, surviving on pure instinct. Final seconds of round 9. Ali tries a weak jab. Louis slips, rips a brutal right hand to the ribs as the bell rings. And there's the bell. Ending a round that was nothing short of savage. An exhibition of iron fists and indestructible will. Joe Louis, the silent hammer. Muhammad Ali, the unbreakable dream. Round 10 is next, and nobody knows if either man will ever be the same again. And there's the bell for round 10. Ali comes out, gloves high, chin tucked, legs heavy, but his eyes burn with the defiance only legends carry. Louis steps forward, cold, silent, relentless, ready to end what he started. Ali flicks a jab, another pivots left, lands a quick right hand to the jaw. Louis nods, unfazed, stalks forward, jabs to the body, hooks to the ribs. Ali grunts with pain, but circles out. The crowd chants, Ali, Ali, Ali. Ali's moving better now, finding angles, as popping sharp jabs to Louis's forehead. Louis cuts distance, rips a savage left hook to the body. Ali's knees dip. He clinches, breathing hard. This isn't boxing anymore. This is what happens when greatness refuses to die. When legacy becomes something you feel in the roar of an arena. Final 30 seconds. Ali pivots off the ropes, lands a sharp jab, right cross, left hook, another jab. Louis absorbs them, steps forward, rips a brutal right to the ribs. Ali fires back instantly, left hook to the body, right uppercut splits the guard. The garden is shaking. Fists, sweat, blood, and history crashing under the lights. 10 seconds left. Ali throws a rapid 4-punch combo. Jab, right, left hook, right cross. Clean on Louis's head. Louis swings back with a short hook, but the bell cuts through the madness. And there's the bell. The fight is over. Both men stand bloodied, arms hanging, eyes locked in silent warrior respect. Lee raises his gloves high, tears mixing with sweat. The greatest proving champions are made of more than flesh and bone. Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 grueling rounds of brilliant heavyweight boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores the bout. 97-93, Muhammad Ali. Judge number 2 scores it. 96-94, Muhammad Ali. And judge number 3 scores it. 98-92. For the winner, by unanimous decision, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. The garden explodes. Chants of Ali, 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 shaking the rafters. Ali raises his arms, battered and smiling, while Joe Louis nods respectfully, a warrior acknowledging another.
Tonight, we traveled beyond the limits of time and memory to witness 2 titans share a single ring. Joe Louis, the silent hammer of a generation, the man who carried hope through the Great Depression with fists of steel and a heart of quiet dignity. Muhammad Ali, the lightning poet whose brilliance lit the darkest corners of doubt and whose courage spoke louder than his words ever could. We watched as their styles clashed. Power against poetry, hammer against hurricane, old-school precision against modern rhythm. And in every feint, every punch, every clinch under those burning lights, they reminded us. Greatness isn't defined by weight divisions or titles. It is defined by how many hearts it inspires to beat braver, to stand taller, to fight longer. This was never about victory or defeat. It was about legacy, the echo that remains long after the gloves are hung up and the crowds have gone home. Ali and Louis showed us that legends never truly leave us. They live in every roar of a stadium, every dream of a fighter shadowboxing in a silent gym, every child believing they can be more than the world expects. And somewhere tonight, in a dimension only the heart can reach, legends still fight. This final reflection was brought to you by Retro Splendor, because greatness never goes out of style. Visit retrosplendor.com and wear your legend proudly.